Let's do it. I appreciate you guys listening in. Appreciate you having me. Honored. Let me go over a couple of things before I begin. You know, it's not necessary that you know all the nooks and crannies of a compensation plan. That's first and foremost. I've been doing this a long time. A lot of people, like back in the Amway days, you'd have people, in Amway try to, act like, well, we do this and we do that, and we have people learning this and we have this and that. But none of those people that are ever talking to you ever make a dime. They just don't. And that's really the bottom line. Every single one of you in here are going to make money. Every single one of you in here can actually end up making a lot of money. So you got to end up knowing the basics and know the basics well. If you get to the point where you're past the executive vice president level, then it's time to really start getting, into the nooks and crannies of those higher levels. But until then, it's really not that big of a deal. There's a lot of people making a ton of money that are at the executive vice president level. To get higher than that, it really becomes stupid money. So let's just break this down. I like to keep things simple. A lot of people like to listen to me train because I like to really break things down and keep them very, very simple. So I'm going to do that. I tell people all the time that there are three ways that we get paid here. There's a front-end plan. The front-end pay is called the unilevel. I'm going to break each one of these down in detail. The next one is the back-end pay. It's the 3x21 level matrix. And then lastly is the infinity bonus. It's really the icing on the cake. So let's get started. I want you guys to take a look at this. This right here is what you call unilevel. Now I'm going to go over each one of these in detail. You can enroll infinitely wide right here. Hopefully you guys can see my cursor here. You can enroll as many people as you want wide. And then some of those people will do nothing. Some of these people will enroll maybe one or two, and some will enroll 20, 30. Some people will enroll 1,000. Why? Because it's free to get in. And whenever you have free, it's very easy to get people in. I tell people all the time, this business really becomes a matter of how fast can you give free away, okay? So that's the unilevel plan that you're looking at right there. That's what it looks like. The matrix plan looks a lot cleaner. It's a 3x21 level, meaning you've got three people, as you can see on your first level. Those three get three, who get three, et cetera, et cetera. But it's not really like that. The computer generates it. It's a computer-generated matrix. It has nothing to do with rank advancement. It has everything to do to put more money in our pockets. That's why it was put in place. Now, let me go over each one of these in detail. This is the unilevel plan. You're going to go out and you're going to enroll people on your first level. Everybody that you put in, magically, you don't see it, but just know that everybody that you ever put in personally are on what we call your first level. It's kind of imaginary, but it's there, okay? And each one of these individual people that you put in become a quote-unquote leg of yours, okay? So if you enroll 10 people, you've got 10 legs. If you enroll 1,000 people, you've got 1,000 legs. If you enroll 2,000 people, you've got 2,000 legs. That'll become important here in a minute. Let me keep going. So you can enroll infinitely wide. Just know that. Now, again, some of these people are going to enroll some people. Some aren't. Some will keep enrolling. Some will keep enrolling. Some will keep enrolling. That's kind of how the unilevel works. What you need to know is how we get paid. Anybody that you personally enroll, you're going to get 20% of whatever that volume is, okay? So whatever the CV is on that volume for life, forever, you're going to get 20%. And remember, like Michael was saying earlier, you don't even have to place a personal order. And you're always going to get 20% of anybody that you personally enroll. I've never seen that in my almost 30 years in this industry. So kudos to the companies for giving people something for doing nothing, but just sharing a great opportunity and some products. And again, what are people doing to get in? They're basically enrolling in a free membership service so they can get this stuff at wholesale. That's it. That's all you're doing. Don't make it any harder than this. A lot of people make enrolling people hard. When we first got in this, you're going to be hearing from a guy in the room there by the name of Roland Rascon. I think he had 800 people in his group in the first week or two. And that's because they understood how simple this business was. They went out and just got bodies and said, get in. Don't question it. Get in. It's free. You don't need a credit card. You don't need a social security number. Get in. And it's like a wholesale buying club. So keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. I cannot stress that to you enough. Keep it simple. So then again, anybody you personally enroll, you're going to get 20%. Anybody that they personally enroll, you'll get 4%. Anybody that they enroll, you'll get 4 and 4 and 4. So it's a 5-level unilevel plan, okay? Now, you have to do something to get these other levels, but just know that on the first level, you don't even have to place an order. You're always, for life, going to get 20% of what those people order from the company. Now let's move on to the unilevel plan, or the matrix. How does this work? You and I have nothing to do with how this matrix pans out. The computer does this in the background. As people, as you're putting people in, and as they're putting people in, as they're putting people in, it just starts filling up. You can only have 3 people on your first level. So after you've gone out, for instance, you've put in 3 people, if there are people above you putting people in that are dropping below you, they just start filling in like this. So 3 on your first level, 9 on your second, and it just keeps going down, 27, 81, et cetera. And that's kind of how it lays out. So take a look at this for a second. Now this only goes down, let's count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 levels. This is 21 levels, and it goes further than that. I'll tell you about that here in a minute.